Welcome to another episode of the Donta Show Network, Story Times, where I tell prison stories, hood stories, and supernatural stories.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
So in prison, the late night yard is around 6 p.m. Sometimes they give us an extension if nothing crazy going on. If it's a cool day, ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody getting stabbed, no craziness going on, they'll let us stay out on the yard for an extra hour. So you got me, Al, Torty, Homicide, DK, Rambo, and this dude named Davino. Now, we ain't talking about the other Davino that I was telling you all about that was from Kalamazoo. This was a different Davino from Detroit, right? So we all out there hooping. Now, we playing for money, right? So basically, what we was doing, we was gambling for soups and honey buns and stuff like that. So we just running the games, running them, right? So I see this dude come out from the building. So I'm looking like, okay. Now, the reason why I'm looking is because this dude looked familiar. Dude was like 5 foot, like a real short dude, but he looked it familiar, but from way back. So I stopped, and my guy's like, Dante, what you doing, man? Get your head in the game, man. We about to lose this game. I'm like, y'all, hold on right quick. Now I seen 2 dudes approach him, like walk up to him, but in the manner that they walked up to him, it was like they trying to press him type thing. So I say, y'all hold on right quick. So I jog over there, and as I get close, I notice it is my homeboy. It's Winston, right? My homeboy Winston. So I'm like, I said, yo, y'all, what's up? So I'm talking to the dudes, and Winston like looking crazy. They're like, oh, what's up, Dante? I said, what's up, y'all? This my people. So as I'm talking, you got Homicide, Al, Tall T, all of them, walking up behind me. And they like, oh, this your people? I'm like, yeah, this my people. And they're like, oh, my bad. I said, all right. So then they walk off. So I'm like, what's up, Winston? I'm like, man, when did you get here, man? What did you do? He like, man, bro, they gave me an L piece. I said, they gave you an L piece? He like, yeah, bro, they gave me an L piece, man. I said, Winston, what did you do? So they like, man, Dante, you gonna keep finishing the game? You gonna finish the game? Or what? I say, bro, I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. I'll get up with y'all in a minute. This my guy. So I'm introducing them like, y'all, this my homie Winston and whatever. So they're like, all right. So they walk off and they get they go back to the basketball court, right? So me and Winston walk in the yard. So I'm like, Winston, man, it's good to see you, man. Like, what happened? He like, bro, you won't believe it. I'm like, shoot, what happened? He like, all right, look, this what happened. He said, I've been homeless for like the past year. I said, okay. He said, I was working at Kroger and, everything was going cool. I was with my baby mama. We were staying together. And one day I walked in on her cheating on me. So, the house where the apartment was in her name. So I really couldn't do anything, but, she really hurt me. And I wanted to get our kid, but I really had no place to go. But, she was like my ride to work and everything. And when I worked at, the Kroger was like 10 miles away from the crib. So, my mom and them, they are in Georgia, whatever. So I really was out here on my own. So I said, okay. So he was like, so basically, I've been homeless for a while. And I would go to this shelter or whatever. And there was this guy that had like this organization where they help homeless black men get on their feet, and they try to get them a Section 8 voucher and to get them on food stamps and try to get them in job training and stuff like that. I said, okay, that's good. So he said, so one day I was thinking about just ending it all. I said, what you mean ending it all? He was like, yeah, bro, I was getting depressed, man. My baby mama wouldn't let me see my kid, and I just felt like the world was just on my shoulders, and I just felt like just ending it. So one day I woke up and I just said, forget it, man. I'm finna just walk in front of a bus. I said, for real? He was like, yeah, bro. I was just about to do it, but anyway. So I got close with one of the administrator guys that come and talk to us at the shelter and try to get us on the right track. And I told him the day before, like, I just don't want to be here no more. And, I might end myself. And he was telling me, like, no, don't do that. You got a lot to offer this world. And think about your kid and how it's going to affect you. And just because you in this predicament that you're in right now, that don't mean you'll be in that predicament in the future. So he like, all right, yeah. But he said after that, he was like, yeah, I hear him. But nah, I'm just going to take myself out. So I said, okay. So he was like the next day, he was walking. He was doing like I guess that the administration was feeding the homeless or whatever outside. And he said he just walked past, and I guess the guy that been talking to him told him like, look, you ain't gonna eat. And he said he just kept walking, but the guy basically started walking behind him because I guess he felt Winston energy, like, man, I'm about to do something to myself. And he said that basically Winston said he seen a bus coming down the street, and he just walked right in front of it, and dude like carry up and ran and like tackled him out the way. So he said, they got the tussling or whatever. He was like, man, let me go. Let me die or whatever. Let me die or whatever. The dude telling him like, no, man, you more than what you think at this time, man. You just in this situation. You can get out of this situation. So he said, basically, he told him like, listen, I know you out there in the shelter. I know everything don't seem like everything, but I want to give you a job because it seemed like you just want to take your life because you ain't making money to provide for yourself and provide for your kid or whatever. So he said, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you out that environment, and I'm going to pay for you for a hotel for 2 days, but I want you to come on a trip with me. And he like, what you mean a trip? He said, we about to go out here to Colorado, me and a couple of my associates, and I want you to, you just clean up after us. I'll pay you about $500. So he was like, $500 to just clean up? He said, yeah, we're gonna be out there hunting, we're gonna be fishing, we're gonna be just out there in nature or whatever. You can just, assist us or whatever. So he said $500. He said, yeah, then when we get back, I'll find some other jobs for you. So he like, all right, cool. That's a bet. So I said, all right, okay. So he said when they got to Colorado, when he got there, it was him and the guy. So he said, slowly but surely, other guys start pulling up, like businessman type guys or whatever. And he said that, well, they was introducing each other. He like, yeah, this my guy Winston, he getting his life on track, and he gonna be out here assisting us. Now, all these guys is like real deal businessmen, like millionaires or whatever. But he said they was down to earth, they was cool or whatever. So he said, nothing really eventful happened that first day or whatever. But he said at nighttime, they came out with this roasted pig. Like they had a pig, they bought a pig there and they roasted it. So he said, this was like a new experience to him. And he like, man, I ain't never experienced this type of stuff. And they telling him like, yeah, we do this every year. We come together every year, and we got this brotherhood, and we just come out here to detox and be one with nature. We just hunt and fish, and there's a brotherhood type of thing. So he was like, all right, oh, cool. I'm glad y'all got me here. Cool. So he was like, yeah, everything was gravy. They was down to earth. So he said that they showed him his cabin because they had like this mansion type house, but a cabin, like cabin in the woods type thing. So they showed him his cabin, which was like right outside of the mansion cabin, whatever. So he went in there, he went to sleep, and the guy that brought him there told him like, listen, make sure you get some good rest or whatever, because tomorrow, we're going to go out tracking some moose or whatever. So he was like, I bet. So he said he laid down and he said to himself like, you know what? Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing dude to save me, because I think my life is about to go on a up and up from here. So he done said his prayers and everything like that, and he done went off to sleep. So then he said it was like 6 6:30 a.m. in the morning, whatever. And he said that he woke up with a 357 in his face. Now, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I know y'all about to start tripping on me. I know y'all about to start like, Dante, wait. What happened? He said he was woken up with a 357 Magnum pointed at his face. And he like, what is going on? Man, what? And he said all of the guys is right there in his bedroom and they all got straps. And he like, yo, man, what the F is going on? And they like, listen, we got you out here for a reason. And you was about to take your life. So this what we gonna do. You got about, let's see. It's gonna take us about an hour to 2 hours, an hour and a half to make breakfast, eat our breakfast. Then we gonna confine you. And he like, what is y'all talk? What you mean confine me? They like, listen, you ain't getting it. We ain't tracking no moose. We ain't hunting no animals. Well, we hunting an animal, but the animal was you. And he like, what? Man, watch out. So he tried to grab one of the other guys and punch him in the back of his dome piece. He done fell to the ground. They picked him up, punched him in the stomach again and told him like, listen, you got about an hour and a half. And we gonna do that to you. Run, get out of here. If you can make it to civilization, you good, you free. So he's thinking like, man, y'all can't be serious, man. The civilization, I don't even know what civilization, because they out in the woods, y'all. They deep in the woods, right? So they end up jacking him up and they threw him outside of the house, right? Threw him outside of his cabin. And he said he's standing there trying to plead. He telling him like, look, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I ain't, whatever I did, I'm sorry, man. I just, what's going on, man? The guy with the 357 Magnum got the busting at him, like shooting at his feet or whatever. And that's when he knew it was real. So then he just took off running, right? So they go back to the house and they cooking eggs. They cooking bacon. They got the fresh squeezed orange juice. They got the cheese with the cubes and all that. And they eating. And they like, how long do y'all think that homeboy gonna last? And they like, well, shoot, I mean, hopefully he'll last longer than the last guy. So when that was said, I'm under the impression that, they've been doing this. It's like they whole get down is to grab people off the streets that's doing bad, that, what society would call throwaways, of people that people don't care if they living or not living, and homeless type people. So they get these type of people and hunt them. Long story short. Now I know some of y'all gonna be like, yo, Dante, you taking this too far. You doing too much. Hey, listen, y'all, if you don't like the way I tell these stories, you ain't gotta listen. But you dang sure at minimum better hit that like button. That's minimum. Anyway. But matter of fact, if y'all think this story cap, type cap in the comment section. Or type true. Type cap in the comment section if you think that this story is cap. Type facts in the comment section if you think this story is real. But anyway, hit the like button at least. But anyway, so he said, like, they eating and he just running. He going through the woods he just running, right? So they get done eating their breakfast, whatever, and then they get out. Now they got 4-wheelers, they got dirt bikes, and they like, let's go get them. So they riding and he running. So they trying to track him, right? So now they looking for him, and he said like he running. So he said there was a guy that was out there like in the woods hunting or whatever. Now he said he didn't know that this guy, because he don't really remember all the faces of all the guys that was in there or whatever at the house that was, that did this to him. But he said he seen a guy that had an orange vest on, right? And he was watching them down there fishing or whatever. And he was saying to himself, like, is this one of the guys? You know, this is one of the guys that was trying to, you know, that's out here trying to hunt me or whatever. So he said, like, he was just watching them and watching them. And then he said he seen like two of the guys that was on the dirt bikes end up pulling up on the guy, and he was talking to him. So he realized, like, okay, no, I guess he ain't with them or whatever like that, right? So he said the guys just rolled off or whatever. So he said he waited for another about 10 minutes. So the guy in the orange vest started walking off or whatever. So he said he slowly was walking with him, you know, like we're not walking with him, but walking behind him like a far distance to see where he was going. So he said that when he seen the dude get to his truck, he just took off running as fast as he can. And he hit him in the head, like assaulted him. Like he started punching on him. He took his keys, he got in his truck, and he took off, right? Now, that's what he told me, y'all. So he said he got to driving real fast and erratic or whatever. He got up out of there. Now, this is where the story is about to take a crazy turn. If y'all haven't already figured out, we already entered the Terror Dome already. But this is where we really about to get into the Terror Dome. So he said, like, when he got into town, I believe they was in Salt Lake City or whatever. He said he got pulled over by the state patrolman or whatever, right? And he said when the state patrolman pulled him over, it was about 9 state patrolmen behind him or whatever. And he said that they had guns drawn and everything. And he thinking to himself, like, why they on me like that? I was just speeding. And he said when he hopped out the car, they got the whooping on him because basically, long story short, when they pulled him over and they had guns drawn, he was already frantic and trying to tell them, like, yo, I'm running because these guys basically kidnapped me or whatever. But what happened was when the story that came all the way out, the guy that had the orange vest or whatever, that guy ended up, you know, DOA, dead on arrival. They end up, the guys, and this all alleged, y'all. I don't know if this to be true. I don't know because I wasn't there. But the guys end up taking the dude in the orange vest life, supposedly because he, you know, he's a witness to whatever that was going on in the woods, allegedly. So they just took care of him and they blamed him, you know, Winston, that took his truck or whatever, and let the state police know, like, yo, this dude just took somebody's life out here in the woods and he in his stolen truck. So that's why they, you know, approached him with aggressiveness and whooped him out. And, well, you know, the story that I just told y'all, this is what he's telling them in court. And ain't nobody listening to that. So, there you go. So I'm like, dang, Winston, for real? He like, yeah, bro, they railroaded me. I said, yeah, that's cold. That's a cold piece. So I said, they gave you a life sentence for that? He was like, yeah. I said, well, all right. Look, let me ask y'all a question. Whether y'all think this story is cap or y'all think it's facts. Like I said, y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all think this story is true or not. But let me ask y'all this, for the people that think that this video is cap, is it too far-fetched to think that this don't happen or this could be happening? I just want to know. Do y'all think that this story could happen like that? Honestly, I think it happened. I honestly believe that there was a couple millionaires that got together and they tired of hunting buffalo. They tired of hunting moose and deers. And they just said, you know, forget it. Let's just get a human out here and do what we do. But anyway, if y'all like this prison story, make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, a lot of y'all saying that y'all not getting my notifications. What you got to do is unsubscribe and subscribe back to the channel and hit all. It's like a bell button to say all. click that and y'all will start getting my notifications. With that, y'all, if you could tell a good story, get in contact with me and we can do some business. And with that, y'all, this is the Donta Show Network. Y'all be safe out there. I'm out. Hey, did you know that I do promotions now? I promote all social media channels such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, I promote it. Also, I promote products and businesses also. So if you need promo, get in contact with me. All right, y'all, it's the fall season. Make sure y'all cop y'all military mind game merchandise. I got hoodies for you. I got shirts for you. I even got coffee mugs for you. Y'all see that hat? Y'all see that pillow? Make sure y'all cop y'all military mind game merchandise. I have the link pinned at the top of the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click this video. Until next time.